All right, friends, welcome back to the Build Show. We're talking electrical today. We're going out to California where master electrician CJ with CNC Electric is going to talk about slab-on-grade. You know, there's a lot of issues that come with slab-on-grade compared to, let's say, pier and beam, where we could poke electrical up anywhere. You have to think about it, and CJ is going to walk us through all those things. That being said, CJ, my master electrician, talking about slab-on-grade electrical. But let's get going.
So we're talking slab-on-grade. If you don't know what slab-on-grade is, it's a concrete slab on top of your lot. And so there we actually have no physical crawl space, whereas if we had a suspended floor system with a stem wall, we actually could physically get under that floor system and route wires and pipes and things like that. But in this case, I want to highlight this job because it's a really tricky one for us. We're actually standing on a concrete slab that actually has a rigid insulation over the top that's going to get another fill on top. But what I'm getting at is that we have nothing, no space below us to run any conduits. So you can see behind me my electrical panels, we have these conduits going out. We actually roughed these into the slab prior to pour. So these conduits go in and through the slab, and we're actually pulling a different style wire through conduits. We're not using non-metallic sheathed Romex. We're actually pulling THHN style building wire through these conduits. So we're talking about two different materials. We're talking about two different install techniques. We had to really put some thought into where these conduits go. For example, this one goes through the floor and pops up in a stem wall where we're able to route multiple cables through to get to that wall because, again, we don't have that ability to crawl underneath the house. Oh, what about above? Can't you go through the attic? Well, that's why this one's tricky, is above us is a flat roof with basically no void between it. Very minimal at that. So we don't even have an attic to crawl through. So we're pinched between two unroutable substances, right? We got a slab below us, we got a closed ceiling above us, we have nowhere to route wires. So we had to get really strategic with the install. So we went conduit, we routed Romex where we could through open framing like we would in a traditional house. And I'll take you kind of through some of these. So we had to transition from conduit to Romex in some instances. Again, the conduits below me, this is just a good visual. They made a quick change, but being that we actually have buildup going on top of this slab, we're able to route conduits directly on top of the slab. It wasn't an ideal scenario for everywhere. We definitely roughed in most of the conduits prior to the pour. But when it comes to transitioning, we can't run everything in conduit. I mean, we could. There certainly are areas throughout the world that you have to use conduit instead of Romex like we would wire inside wood walls. But I want to show you a couple tricks that we use when we're working with limited access, when we're dealing with slab-on-grade, when we're dealing with a ceiling that we can't route things through. We have to get very precise. We actually have conduits that come up in these walls that we located prior to pouring, string lines laid out the walls, routed the conduits, and you can see we transitioned from a PVC conduit to a metallic flex, which gave us that opportunity to pull those building wires that I showed you, and then again, transition into Romex.